there, budget peeps. How we doing? Right, I'm back again. To do budget with me for December. I can't believe we're already getting into December. Oh my gosh. So yeah, what a big month this is going to be. But yeah, let's get into it, shall we? So our planned income for December is £2,943.40, and our expenses are planned to be £2,385.53. We're putting £547.50 as planned into savings. We've got nothing to go back to the bank, and at the end of the month our bank balance should be £10.37 because we've allocated all of our money, providing everything goes according to plan. Okay, so what have we got? How's it looking for this month? So our mortgage is set to come out at £355, and our endowment is set to come out of the bank at £49.70. We're going to be putting £15 into our year ahead fund for our house insurance, and £5 into the year ahead fund, £5 into our home improvements fund, and £5 into the year ahead fund for our home emergency fund. That's like an insurance policy as well. We've scheduled £41.35 to come out of the bank for water rates and £115.91 for utilities, which is gas, electric, broadband and telephone. So we don't use the telephone, we just pay for the line rental, but we have it because of the broadband. We also use a Calagas fire in our living room, mainly because we don't have the heating on very much. We're so tight. So we spend £38 a month on gas. Now, hubby's already been paid. So we've looked at his wages, and he's actually earned £423.32 more than what we thought he would. 300 is going into savings, and the other 123 is going to be going towards this £10.37 as a bank buffer, basically. So we'll have I'll start again. £300 is going into saving, £100 is going into the bank for a bank buffer to go with this £10.37, and £23.32 is also going into savings. So we're going to carry on. Right, so out of the £100 bank buffer, I'm going to use another £38 to buy 2 bottles of gas, which should last us through December and partway through January, but I don't want to be running out of gas in December. So that means unbudgeted, we're over our budget by £38, but that's okay because we've had that extra money coming in there. £5 is going to go to the bin man for cleaning our bin. He does that every 4 weeks. And £9 is on my phone, my mobile, and £10 for hubby's mobile. £13.25 is scheduled to come out for the TV licence, and £147 is scheduled to come out for the council tax. It would have been £122, but they missed last month's payments. They've increased this month's and further payments to make up for it, because they, for some reason, stopped my payment going through. I don't know why. So we've scheduled £240 for groceries. We've scheduled nothing for eating out, and I'm hoping... I think that's a bit optimistic. There's a little bit in the bank if we have to eat out, but I'm hoping that we don't. Excuse me. And I've scheduled no money for takeaways. Life insurance is scheduled to come out at £28.86. Okay, so that's that sheet done. And under there. What else have we got going on? We've scheduled nothing towards medicines because our medicine cabinet's quite well stocked. Pets, we're going to put £15 away for the pets into our magic money box. And £5 for dental is going away, and £5 for opticians. So these green ones are the cash stuff in sinking funds that we do. £15 goes out of the bank towards the vet plan for the cat, which is our magic. Nothing's going into our new car fund at the moment. Well, my new car fund, because I'm after a new car. Car insurance for me at the moment is £20.50, and car insurance for hubby Last year was £212.61, but they've put it up by 30%, which is not nice. So the new payment now is £31.09. I did ask them to reduce it, had a little chat with them, but they weren't going to reduce it at all. Normally when you phone companies up and have a chat, they do reduce it, but this particular company was like, no, it's the best one we can do. We can't do any better than that. So I was like, okay, he's going to get a new car this year coming, so I'll just leave it at that for now. I can't be messing around. Fuel, we've scheduled at £200. MOTs and car repairs, we've scheduled £35 to go into our sinking funds. Caravan storage is now going out by direct debit, so it's not year ahead anymore. So that will go out of the bank by standing order, sorry, not direct debit. Car tax has now been cancelled, that's been confirmed, so I will not be paying it this month, which is lovely because I'm really grateful to the fact that I get covered on my car tax for my disability status, so I'm very grateful for that. And car tax for Stuart is £2.62 is what we scheduled. Our AA cover, we got a bit of a story. They sent me a letter and they'd put it up to over, I think it was £380 something from about 250 something last year. So I was like, oh my gosh, no, I'm not paying that much. That's such a massive, massive increase. So I phoned him up. I phoned him up and I said, look, I can't be having this. So in the meantime, right, before I phoned him up, I had a search on the internet for other car breakdown services providers. And I did find a really good deal. I think it was £178 I found for the deal I wanted, which is Home Start, Relay, Roadside Repair, and Onward Travel. And Onward Travel is basically if they can't fix your car on the side of the road, they give you a courtesy car. So, because if you're going to a wedding, you've still got to get there, haven't you? So they give you this courtesy car, which, well, they're repairing your car, basically, really. So, or your car's going off to be repaired, shall I say. So I was happy with that. So he come back to me and I said to him, look, I can't be paying you 300 and some odd quid, 380 odd quid when I can get it elsewhere for 178. So I've been with them for 12 years and, you know, he had a chat with me about it. And I said, look, you know, the wages haven't gone up that much. I said, hubby's only had 20p an hour pay rise. Do you think I can be affording all these increases? He's already had his insurance for his car go up by 30%. I said, I've got to kick back somewhere. So anyway, we had a bit of a chat and he reduced it down to £169 for the year. That is a one-off payment and it goes out of the bank in one go. So I'm happy with that. That's absolutely fantastic. So that covers me and my husband in any car. So it covers the person rather than the car. So if I come and have a little jolly in your car and we break down, I can call the AA out to your car. So that's fantastic, isn't it? So I was very, very happy with that. I think we've only called them out once last year, and that was because my car wouldn't start. Because dozy me, right? I was so embarrassed. Forgot that you got to push the clutch to start the car. And I was sitting there like just turning the key. Nothing was happening. I was like, this car's dead. There's something wrong with it. So I phoned him up. He comes out and I felt so embarrassed when he put his foot on the clutch and the car just started. Talk about a blonde moment. Yeah. So yeah, now I know what you've got to put your foot on the clutch to start the car. I'd had it for 4 years as well, and I'd been just doing it automatically. But that one particular day, I just sat in the car and just turned the key and forgot to put my foot on the clutch. What am I like? Okay, going on. Clothes and shoes is getting £5 into the sinking fund, and personal care is getting £5. I'm off to get my hair done for Christmas next week, so that'll be nice. So I'll be taking the money from there. I've got medication down there twice, haven't I? I should cross one of these off, so let's cross that one off. I don't want such a long list, do we? Stu's allowance is going to be £60 and my allowance is going to be £60. We have that at £15 a week into our allowance binder. And stationery will be £20, as you know, £5 a week goes into our Polly. So this budget is based on a 4-week month. Pamper, that's it. That's my hair, actually. Personal care is something else. This is my hair. So that's going into my Pamper wallet. And £5 will be going into miscellaneous. Nothing in days out. We're going to save £5 into our puppy sinking fund. And we're going to put £20 into our giving fund. I've increased the giving fund because this time of year we do have a lot of people in need, and more so after the Christmas period, because during the Christmas period a lot of people are out there giving and giving and giving, but after the Christmas period it literally drops off the edge of a cliff. So you find there's not so many people donating in January or donating in February, and that's why I've increased this giving, because I want to make sure that I can donate, you know, in January and February when there's not much being given, if you see what I mean. Our loan will go out the same at 142. That's due to end in July, which is absolutely fantastic. Still need to contact HMRC to see how much I owe them, but I'm sending them £30 again as usual. And 165 will go into our reserve loan. Where are we now? We've got £5 going into our tech fund for any kind of technical items that we may need in the future. £30 going into our date night. £17.50 will come out the bank just the same for cinema. £8.99 for our Amazon Prime. So £4.79 for our laptop insurance will come out of the bank. What else have we got going on? Big month, isn't it? Luckily, I've done all of my Christmas shopping, but just a few things now, so which has been brilliant because I've shopped all year round. I didn't save up a big chunk and then go shopping. Laptop is $4.99. HP Ink will be $2.99 coming out the bank, and $5.99 for our Microsoft, which I use to do all these spreadsheets with. Norton Antivirus will be getting £5 into the sinking fund. I have an emergency cash wallet in my envelope. That won't be getting anything because it's got money in it already. £110 will be going to Christmas, mainly because we've got family abroad and I want to put some money to send to them so they can get their gifts. So some of that's for them. £20 will be going towards our Christmas food. This is for next year. So we're already going to start saving for our hamper now for next year. We've just done Stuffed Dotty to get the hamper that we're having this year, and this is starting towards next year's savings. So happy with that. £20 going into the birthday wallet. I've got 2 birthdays this month, so that's going to be going off for those. And mine and hubby's birthday envelope is going to get its usual £25 because we're saving up for something special. We've got £200 going from Save the Raise. So we've been saving hubby's pay rises for the last 4 years, and they've accumulated to £197 and something pence. So I've rounded it up to £200, and that's his Save the Raise for this month. And that will be going into our golden ticket, which then gets transferred straight away into our cruise. So that's where that's going. Nothing is going into financial freedom this month. I do want to start financial freedom, but I want to build up my emergency fund first. So financial freedom is for hubby's retirement because, I would like him to retire one day. Emergency fund, because hubby's earned £300 in overtime money, half of that money is £150, which is going into our emergency fund. So we're £150 up because we wasn't expecting anything. £15 will be going into Pippa, just the same. £47.50 will be going into our Hyperjar savings, which I'm not going to put into. This is going to be the Hyperjar cash savings, so a bit contradictory really, because I have some money going into Hyperjar itself and some money I save at home. So this is the money I'm going to be saving at home and doing some savings challenges with. The odd change on hubby's wages each month, which this odd change, the odd bit at the end is what I mean. £23.32 was his odd bit. That is what I'm going to put into saving up to go to the Goliath. And the Goliath is one of the biggest poker tournaments in Europe. I went there not this year, but the year before. Lasted about 7 hours before I got obliterated. But the prize money is really big. So if you could get through, it's brilliant. But I go more for the experience than for winning. I love poker, and it's the biggest tournament, so why not go? It's like people who like concerts and they go and see their biggest super fan of some band or something, and they're going to go and see them. So this for me is like my super fan bit. So so that's money to go towards the Goliath. I'm going to need about £250 to go, which should cover a hotel room as well for the day, because hubby comes and spends the day with me, and he's bored stupid while I'm playing poker. So he goes up to the hotel room and chills out, has a glass of wine, watches a telly. Right, in our financial safety net, we'll go £25. We've got nothing going into Nifty 50 because hubby only had a 20p pay rise, as I keep saying. Sorry, hubby. But next year, I'm sure his boss is going to love us and give us a massive pay rise. And hopefully, we're going to be able to do our Nifty 50. I've got £150 going into the wheelchair saving fund that we've already got a wheelchair now. So that's going back towards what we borrowed. £85 is going into our cruise for 2024 for the Iona. Hubby's pay rise, which is works out to £25 a month, will be going into the Overlander fund. So we'll be popping that in there. And his under 100 envelope fund that he's saving up for a van is going to be half of his overtime money, which is £150. So that's brilliant. So we'll be stuffing that at some point during the month as well. So that is absolutely fantastic. So that is our plan with me for December. I'm just hoping it all goes according to plan, because with hubby being at home on holiday and a few glasses of wine now and again, things might go awry. But yeah, that's what we're planning, and I hope your December plans go according to plan as well. But yeah, I'll be back again tomorrow with our first cash stuffing for December with a Financial Friday. So until then, I'm going to leave our plan with me. If you've got any hints and tips that would help me along the way, I'm very interested to hear. But until then, I'm going to say, leave them in the comments, by the way. Leave them in the comments. I'm always interested if I could do this a bit better, or if you know ways I can save money. Until then, I'm going to say have a wonderful evening. And for now, I'm going to say ciao for now.